Heidi, Part 11. The grandfather kept his word, took Heidi the following day. He went around the house, inspecting it. The grandmother, in her joy at seeing the child again, had called, "Here is the child. She has come again." Heidi, holding her hands, sat herself beside the old woman and began to chat, while grandfather fastened the shutter and began fixing everything. All afternoon the uncle hammered around. He even climbed up on the roof. At last he had to stop, for the last nail was gone from his pocket. The darkness had come, and Heidi was ready to go. Sunshine had come again into the blind woman's life. Early every morning she would listen for Heidi's footsteps, and when the door was opened, the child ran in, and grandmother explained joyfully, "Thank God, she has come again." Heidi would talk about her life, and make the grandmother smile and laugh. Heidi became very fond of the old grandmother, and when the weather was fair, she visited her every day that winter. The grandfather soon had repaired the cottage. 2 winters had passed, and Heidi was happy because spring was coming again. She would be able to go up to the pasture, where the blue and yellow flowers greeted her at every step. She was nearly 8 years old and had learned to take care of the goats, who ran after her like little dogs. Several times the village teacher had sent word that the child was wanted in school, but the old man paid no attention to the message. It was a beautiful morning in March. The flowers were peeping through the ground. Heidi was running when suddenly saw an old gentleman, dressed in black, standing beside her. As she appeared frightened, he said kindly, "You must not be afraid of me, for I love children. Tell me, where is your grandfather?" "He is inside making wooden spoons," the child replied, opening the door while she spoke. It was the old pastor of the village who had known grandfather years ago. After entering, he said to the old man, "Good morning, neighbor." The old man got up, surprised, and offered a seat to the visitor. Said, "Good morning, Mr. Parson. Here's a chair for you." Sitting down, Parson said, "It's long since I have seen you, neighbor. I have come today to talk over a matter with you." "Heidi, run out and see the goats," said grandfather, "and bring them some salt." Heidi left the men to talk. "The child should have come to school a year ago," the parson went on to say. "Don't you get the teacher's message?" "What do you intend to do with the child?" "I do not want her to go to school," said the old man. "I want her to be free and happy as a bird. But she is human, and it is time for her to learn something. I have come now to tell you, because she must come to school next winter."